Alright, well, welcome to the Warbear Podcast. For this day, I am Jason,
I am Tad.
and we are going to talk.
Discuss items and subjects and events that entertain us.
Yeah,
But
and if they don't entertain you,
yeah.
we don't really care. Don't listen.
When you said you mean me or you as in
The audience.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
when people listening, they're
Yeah,
like,
Jeffrey.
I don't know, okay.
Doesn't matter.
And Tom.
Hey, let's not bring Tom into this.
Oh,
He didn't do
yeah.
shit to you. I mean, shoot to you. Crap to you. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm done.
Were you trying to censor yourself?
And I'm failing horribly at it.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm fucking cussing the podcast.
Yeah. Why are you censoring your little kids all to listen to the podcast?
I'm trying to censor myself in general because I can learn to curb my language.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna swear
Because
so
of
much.
the daughter?
I'm like, yeah, because she starts school in like a week,
Right.
dude. I'm terrified.
I think if I had kids, I'd teach them about freedom of speech, and then I would teach them all the swear words.
Well, like, there's a difference between like how I'm with her and how her mom's with her. Or like,
Right.
I treat her like she's kind of like my equal. Like,
Right.
I'm still in charge of her,
Right.
but I want her to like have the independence to where like I'll
Right.
give her choices. Like, this is what we can do. We can do this, this, or this.
Mm-hmm.
You decide what we're gonna do.
She
But-
decides
Yeah, but out of like
out of the choices you gave
yeah,
her,
out of like 3 or 4
so
options.
she can't be like, jump out the window, and you're like, no.
That wasn't one of the choices.
That wasn't a choice.
Like, she's still at age where I need her like, this is what we can do.
Right.
But it's not like, well, we can do anything you want. Whereas like other people
Mm.
are like, well, this is what we're doing. Deal with it. And I see
Right.
a lot of parents like that, and I don't agree with it. But
Yeah.
if it works for you, great, I guess. I lost my train of thought.
Parenting by
Yeah.
Thaddeus Eric.
No, we were talking about the language thing, and I'm not opposed to her cussing,
Oh.
but I'm aware by like how society views our speech, especially as a child.
How do
They
they-
want them to speak a certain way. Like, it's inappropriate for people under a certain age to be saying certain words
Is it?
because they're not grown and they don't understand them. Well,
I think
actually,
it's hilarious when
I
kids
take-
cuss.
I take the time to explain to her, like, if I want you to use a word, I want you to at least use it properly. So if someone's being an asshole to you, and you call them an asshole because they're being an asshole, you will not get in trouble with me.
No, I watch.
But if you just walk down the street and you see someone you don't even know, and you're like, fucking asshole. you're probably-
That's
I'm-
fucking hilarious if a kid does it, though. I disagree.
Oh, we agree.
That is actually proper in my eyes. That I wouldn't.
If they didn't do anything to provoke them, calling them a fucking asshole.
Maybe they
like,
just didn't like their asshole look. Like,
Well, I
maybe
don't
they just
really
rubbed them the
care.
wrong way. Maybe they looked at it
They
and
didn't do
glared.
anything to them. Like,
I don't know. I'd have to. If
like I wouldn't walk down the street. Well, okay, that's not true.
Yeah.
I probably would, but I'm not a normal person. So
Uh-huh. And your child, that is somewhat your DNA and
Yeah,
everything.
well, I want her to like make wiser choices than I do. Like, I want
don't
her
think
to
it's
like,
possible.
I want her to look at my life and be
Uh-huh.
like, all right, I know what to avoid now.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, she's gonna look at my life and be like,
I don't.
Dad
I
was a
think
freaking
that
idiot.
might be the aim of every parent, and that might be the
And, like,
failure of every
yeah.
parent.
This
Break-
is what I did
Break
wrong.
the cycle, Tad.
I'm gonna show her exactly what I did. Like, now do the exact same thing I did, and that's what will get them to do the opposite.
Well, maybe no. If you show them how to do it, and then you guys come up with a way to do it right, because now you know how to fail it, and then you do it right. Like if you jump off that hill, you're like, no, I tried that, it didn't work.
yeah,
I got hurt. So let's get a parachute.
I can vouch,
or a zip line.
I can vouch from the experience of
Yeah.
a child. You tell me no, we probably shouldn't do that. I'm gonna freaking do it.
No, I'm
try
saying
and
like
find a way
if
to
you're
do it.
there, now she can jump off the hill and she can learn from your mistakes. So she can like
That's-
hang glide down off of it or
99% of
she
kids
jumped
don't
off of-
learn from their parents' mistakes.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying like you're trying to like.
Because I'm not always gonna be there though. So like, I can tell her things that happen. I can take her up and show her to it. But eventually she's gonna be by herself, hanging out with her friends, and they're gonna do stupid shit because that's what kids do.
But now she would have like the added wisdom of someone who failed at it. She's like, wait, guys.
It doesn't mean it's gonna like change anything.
It might. Not looking at it.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, I'm going to explain.
I'm not saying you are.
Because like most kids, they don't look at it like, oh, we fucked that up. They're probably gonna do it the same way, but they think that they're like invincible. They're probably gonna do it. They're probably gonna do it like the same way, thinking, well, he fucked it up because they weren't me.
Right.
I can do this, and then when they fuck it up, they're like, damn it, I couldn't do that.
That's why you go up there with her.
I'm not gonna be with her all the time. Like,
I'm not saying like
afterwards.
No,
like,
I'm not saying like you would be. Of course, you won't be with her
for
all the time.
every scenario. Do you know?
Yes.
It would take her 25 years of all my experiences.
Maybe. And you could probably condense it.
I could knock it out in a weekend.
Yeah, you could probably condense it down.
No,
I think I could.
The important ones. I just turned 7. I'm gonna teach her about the sexual education.
Get it out of the way. They're not going to learn it in school.
She's gonna leg up on her friends. I'll tell you that much.
I don't put it that way after saying it like that. That's not.
That was unintentional.
That's not good. That doesn't sound right.
She's gonna be a step ahead of the rest of the people. Is that one better? I think that's better.
That sounds a lot better. Leg up doesn't sound good.
There's no real good way to say it for me.
That doesn't sound good.
Yes.
Stay away from the child.
Subject change.
Stay away from the child sex things, Jared.
God. I saw a meme on Facebook.
Fat fuck.
I saw a meme on Facebook where it's like they're bringing Jared into jail, and it's like a big guy and a small guy, and it's like you can get a choice. Do you want the 6-inch or the foot-long? And I was like, that's terrifying.
Was it actually like?
No, it was like a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of like one of those Cyanide and Happiness cartoons.
Right.
But like I looked at like.
Oh, he's totally.
He's fucked.
He is gonna get his ass kicked in jail.
I thought it was like at first I thought it was like one of those like misunderstanding kind of things, and then he came out and like pled guilty to it.
But not even that. He had like
all
sex
these,
with kids
like
too.
A lot.
Yeah.
Not just like it's not like it was like it's just a few times. Like
that's why I call him
trips.
Yeah, I know. That's why I call him a fat fuck because he is a fat fuck.
Yeah, like poor Subway, dude. Those poor kids.
They might as well lock the doors. They're so fucked. They're so fucked right now. Subway cannot scrub the image of Jared off their building fast enough. They're so tainted. It's like if Ronald McDonald was caught with like child pornography. Can you imagine that? Like Ronald McDonald. McDonald's would be dead. Or like Subway's not even doing that well to begin with.
Sadly enough, though, if Ronald McDonald did get caught with child pornography, I wouldn't.
A fictional character.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He's like, it's just the fries.
Yeah. Probably not, but I probably wouldn't be either.
It'd be Grimace.
It would be like, oh, Ronald, why? I guess that makes sense.
It'd be like Big Bird checking out Birdie.
But Subway's already there. I don't know how they're gonna survive that. They haven't even came out and said anything. They need to come out and say something. It's like already too late.
I think it's one of those.
Like, they're like, we stopped putting that guy in commercials like a long time ago. Why should we have to say we're not affiliated with the were.
It's like the Hulk Hogan Vince McMahon WWE thing that happened like 10 years or something or so ago. He had that sex tape with.
It wasn't 10 years ago, was it?
It was a while ago, actually. Like when it was actually filmed, it was.
Maybe. I don't.
But like then Gawker got like the video and put it out there.
I don't.
And then like a year or two ago, like Hulk sued them or some crap, and because he sued them, now everyone like watched the tape and it came out like how racist he is, and like WWE went like total nuclear on him.
Yeah.
Like he's off the website. He was out of the Hall of Fame. They don't even mention him anymore. He was on a weekly show called Tough Enough.
I don't know.
He was just gone. Like,
I don't even know how WWF or WWE or whatever. I don't know how they can like
just not acknowledge.
and not acknowledge Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, like
You know, like everything in the '80s was all about Hulk Hogan. Like he was wrestling.
The biggest name.
Yeah.
Like the top 4 biggest names that people will recognize are Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you could argue for John Cena.
I would have said Andre the Giant too.
Andre the Giant wasn't just about like WWE though.
No, I'm just saying wrestling in general. No, I was just talking about wrestling in general.
He was the fucking 8th wonder of the world and shit.
You think of wrestling, I always thought Andre the Giant. But yeah, like someone said that he's gonna get like 12 years or something like that. Jared.
I don't feel sorry for you, man.
And someone said, well, that seems like it's a light sentence. He should, child molester should get life. And I don't disagree with that. He probably should, but he is totally going to get his ass kicked in prison. Even if they can't keep him out of, like... Public population. Yeah, he's totally... And that's what they do to those guys in there. They do not like fucking child rapists.
Like, no matter what you go in for, like, everyone's gonna have that, like, level of credibility. Like, if you're a murderer, you're probably up here. If you're a child murderer, you're, like, way at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Like, anything having to do with kids, like, they take that shit
seriously.
seriously.
They take that way too seriously. Not way too seriously. They take it just as seriously as it needs to be taken, but...
Yeah, like... There's a line in the criminal world that you don't cross, and that happens with kids. And once you do it as a kid, it's like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. And Jared's like, they're gonna recognize this stupid ass in there. Yeah. Hey, sandwich guy, you're gonna be eating my sandwich tonight, bitch.
I got some meatballs for you.
Oh, you fat fuck! Why did you have to? I don't understand why people do that. They get like a little bit of money and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go fuck kids now."
I don't even know how they caught him.
Because of his partner.
Oh yeah, the a-hole from
his manager,
New York or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's how they caught him. Well, the FBI is always looking for those guys. They always put up stings and they set up situations. But it's just the problem is there's so fucking many of those sick fucks out there. It's like slowly trickling in. They can't get them all at once. And as soon as they get one, like
a lot of them kind of go underground.
Yeah, for like a while because they're like shit.
They're under us.
Yeah. I don't even know how you. No, I don't know how people get like.
It makes me
like
terrified.
That's attractive.
Makes me terrified to be a parent. Like,
yeah.
Like, the odds of it happening to my kid aren't high.
They're not low.
Depending on what age group she's in and where I'm at. But like, everyone thinks it's going to happen to my kid.
Really?
And a lot of parents like, oh god, and they do everything they can to prevent it, but it's kind of out of your control in a sense.
It kind of is.
Because if that guy is like, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking find a way to get it.
Yeah.
Which is horrible.
It is horrible.
That's just the sad reality of life.
It is. You can only teach your kid how to, like, so many times watch Karate Kid and Rocky and be like, look, see that? If a stranger comes up to you, you kick him in the face.
Like, on this topic, there was a year or two ago, there was that project. It was like a little like a test, where like this guy and this kid would walk through different neighborhoods, and the kid would start screaming like, "You're not my dad! You're not my dad! Someone help! Someone help!" Oh,
no one came.
And like most of the time, no one wanted to intervene because they thought the kid was just like acting out,
like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the only ones that like stopped them, and this is this might sound racist, I guess, but like the only people that would stop them were a group of black guys, and like almost every situation, it was always a person like an African American who came in and intervened.
Why would that be racist?
it's
Why
just
would you think it would sound racist?
Because a lot of people take it like, oh, only the black people stop them. It's racist against white people, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
Stereotyping on mentalities.
You
on
fucking asshole.
I am an asshole, but it's stereotyping on the mentality of the people. So they go like, oh, because I go with people saying, oh, it's racist because you're saying all black people want to be in everyone else's business, which is a stereotype I've heard from people, and I don't agree with it, but I've heard people say it. And like I know as a Caucasian, like I try to stay out of people's business. I really do. Like as much as I can.
I don't. If someone's screaming for help, I don't.
No, I'm not saying in that like scenario, but like a lot of times, like when you're like going through the supermarket and a kid's like freaking out in the cart, I don't go up with the cart and be like, listen, motherfucker, you need to shut your mouth and listen to your parent. Because
no, that would be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I don't know if a kid's screaming.
But
I'm
like,
always like watching.
But like this is why I didn't like the test they did was like the guy was walking down the street with the kid, and then out of nowhere the kid just starts freaking out. It's not like he pulled the kid out of the alleyway or the kid was running and the guy's chasing after him.
Right.
Like they were just walking, and then the kid starts his freak out.
Right.
And people just look and then walk away. And the ones that intervened, like no one questioned it.
I don't know. I've seen how I watched this like show on Rooster Teeth. What was called like Social Disorder, where it was like two guys and they would dare each other to do something in the greater Austin area. They lived down in Texas, and one of the ones was one of them had to carry a body bag with the other guy in it, all the way to like the dump. And the motherfucker carried the goddamn. There was a body in the body bag, mind you. Carried it all the way there. They both did. And they got stopped by the cop once. The cop's like, "What's going on here?" He goes, "Nothing." But that was the thing. You had to act suspicious. They had to like. They couldn't say what they were doing. That was part of the fuck up. And they dragged that body all the way. They even got people to help them. They're like, "What's in here?" They're like, just some garbage, no, nothing. Just something I'm going to throw away." So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I don't see racist, but I always like to just blame the person, not the color. So if you're being an asshole, you're an asshole, not your whole race is an asshole. When it comes to that. Okay. No, you said that, like earlier, like, I want to sound racist. I was like,
I didn't want to make it sound racist.
Racist.
Because, like, in that test, the only people that stopped it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Were the African Americans.
Right.
And part of that is because a lot of African Americans are very involved with their kids, whereas, like, as...
Some probably would disagree with you on that.
Oh, I'm not saying they don't, but, like... a lot of them that I've met and I've talked with pay very close attention to
They're
them,
really
especially
tight families.
Yeah, especially like they're very connected to them. So when someone needs help, they're there. You can't always say the same thing about other cultures because we're like we all have a different culture.
Oh yeah, I mean I grew up in the hood. If you can't tell by my gangster speak.
Yeah, you're
But I knew a lot of kids back then, like I was probably the only white kid in an all black neighborhood. Well, their dads fucking flaked out on them. A lot of them didn't. A lot of them were like, they're sticking the guns. I was a white kid. My dad flaked out on me, so I guess it just doesn't really, there's assholes and there's non-assholes. But, when it comes to like kids in the supermarket screaming, well, I don't know. I always keep one eye on them, and if the parent goes and does something like smacks them in the face, I'm like, "Hey, we're doing that shit here."
Too far.
I'll say something. It's like one thing if you want to spank your kids at home and beat the shit out of them. At least that's out of like public view, but don't be doing it like right in front of. Well, I mean, just saying like you can't discipline somebody in their house. Like I can't just bust in there and be like, "Don't be beating on this kid." That's like for a whole other. School needs to like check bruises and shit kind of thing. Like I can't do anything about that. But like in public, I'd be like, hey, don't be doing that fucking shit. You know, like I've said stuff like that before.
Very rarely. I don't think I've ever seen it anyone.
I haven't seen it very often happen.
I can't think of any time I've seen a kid like get hit in public. Like that.
I have seen it though.
Like when Ellie was younger.
Right.
And like this only happened like twice. She would throw a tantrum.
Right.
I'll let her throw a fucking tantrum. Like I'll wait it out. I was like, all right. And I've had someone come like, you need to control your kid, and I was like, yeah,
mind your own fucking business.
Like, she's not in your way.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need something in this aisle? Well, no. Then leave me the fuck alone. Like I've gotten in a fight with like people before because like,
I've done that too though.
Because they're telling me that my kid's being too outrageous. And I was like, I'm not. No, because once you like engage them in that activity, it makes it okay for them.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, if I do this, I'll get a reaction. You can't give them a reaction. And she's done it twice, ever. And I'll wait it out. And it usually doesn't take more than like 3 or 4 minutes, and then she's done. And then I get what I want. We go my way.
I don't know. Like my ex-girlfriend, with her kids, they never really wore her son through tantrums. And I would just wait it out. Just be like, I don't scream, dude. I don't care.
With kids, you may have patience.
The girls never really threw too much. Little angels, they never really threw too many tantrums about anything. I mean, they would cry when they're upset and stuff like that, and like normal stuff, but they never were like
kicking, screaming.
Yeah, they never did any shit like that. It was really weird for like to say that about a kid, like a baby, like that. They rarely did. Normally, it was like a reason why they were crying. There was never like a needful like.
I want that toy.
Yeah.
I want that toy. But I want that toy.
Yeah, it was never.
I know a few kids like that. I'm not gonna name any names, but goddamn it. Like those kids. Those are the ones that they just piss me off. Like they really do. And they worry me for like when they get older because they're gonna have that self-entitled attitude.
They just turn into douchebags.
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah. Douchebag. You know who you are.
You know who you grew up to be.
You fucking douchebag. Is there anything you're looking forward to coming out?
Movie wise?
I don't anything wise.
In general. Not really.
Nothing.
Not I can think of. Like I know, like in September, I'm going to see Five Finger Death Punch and Papa Roach down there at the Mid America Center, and then in November, we got that Anime Con down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to get on that.
Like,
we'll be at the Anime Con in where the fuck's that at?
It's down in Omaha somewhere.
Down in Omaha somewhere.
The weekend of November 6th through the 8th.
Yeah. We won't have a booth or anything.
But we're gonna be walking around.
We'll walk around the floor, so I doubt anybody who listens to this will probably find us. But if you,
we just happen to be walking down there. It's like, hey, you're Jason from Warbear. I was like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Hey,
thanks for watching.
Hey, you're Tad from Warbear, yeah? We fucking love you because you're way better than Jason in every way. I was like, oh, that's so truthful. Thank you. Yeah, take that, bitch.
Fuck you.
my
Dude,
imaginary person.
Just keep your opinions to yourselves. Ted don't need that confidence boost in his life. He's doing just fine with his mellow depression as is.
My what?
Mellow depression.
I didn't know I had that.
Huh?
I didn't know I had that.
Yeah. It's just like on the verge of being like overly depressed and then like overly too happy. Like you got the rope
normal.
You got like the rope hooked up and the stool's ready.
But you're like,
but you're not kicking it over.
But I'm like, not today.
Not today, maybe tomorrow.
It's always there when I need it.
Yeah. It's there.
That's horrible.
It is horrible. I wish
like,
you'd get rid of it, but
I didn't even know I was like that. Like,
yeah.
Well, at least I haven't been that way for like 5 years. But.
I always like. This would have been a perfect opportunity for a bald joke, but I said I wouldn't do anymore. But I was like thinking in my head, and I was like, I should say, Like every time you get up in the morning to brush your hair and you grab the comb and you go, that's the moment when you're like looking at the news.
Today's the day.
But then you go through the rest of the day and you're like, you know what? It's all right. But I was like, nope, I'm not gonna make that joke. So you're welcome.
But you just did.
No, I didn't. I said I was going to make that joke, and I explained it.
You still told the joke.
No, I explained it. That's different than telling the joke. Because telling the joke, I just would have said it, and then I would have laughed about it. But I said I wasn't going to do it.
But you're still laughing, and now they know the joke.
No. That's different. That's not telling the joke.
I really hate you sometimes.
That's not telling the joke at all.
You know this, right? Like,
no.
Like, there are days I really just want to punch you in the face.
No, you don't.
I really do. Like, you think what do I do and do not want? This is America.
You have the freedom to think whatever you want, but you're not gonna. You don't want to do it. That's
no,
just
I do.
That's just like.
It doesn't mean I'm always going to act on it.
That's just part of the depression of the news.
It has nothing to do with the news.
Yeah, it does. Don't punch people. That's not right.
Why don't you go back to being a poor man's Batman?
Poor man's Batman?
Yeah.
Like Punisher?
No, you're not that cool.
What?
More deadly.
Who's
if anything, you're like Jar Jar Binks.
Wait, I missed that part. What you were saying? What led to the poor man Batman? What did you say about that?
I said go back to being a poor man's Batman.
Go back to being a poor man's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But what is a poor man's Batman? Iron Man?
No, what's Iron Man? You're the poor
What's a poor man's Batman?
You.
I'm a poor man's Batman.
Yes.
That just sounds awesome.
Well, that's why you should go back to being that.
I'm always Batman.
Sometimes you're Jason Barrett.
Sometimes Batman's Bruce Wayne. Which point?
No. No.
I fail to see the...
Sometimes he's Oliver Queen.
Sometimes he's Oliver... Yeah, that's true. WB. Or is it not WB, is it?
No, it's CW.
CW? Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I miss WB.
Sometimes he is.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass show. Honestly, I was looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain. It comes out next week on the 1st.
You don't really play any games.
Yeah, I know you don't. But a lot of people do.
Yeah, no, I'm the minority that's like, video games? Nah, give me a good book. They
do have book versions of that stuff.
I know. There is actually a book I would like to read. It's called the Billion Dollar Spy.
Okay.
It's about true events. During the Cold War, there was this Russian guy. He worked in a radar factory, and he would steal plans and sneak them to the CIA. And like over the course of his spying on the
spy career,
on the USSR, he saved the United States roughly like $1.8 billion in R&D research and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a podcast on what you missed in history class. It's actually pretty interesting. It's like stuff they don't actually cover in school. They find it
right
not as important, I guess, to mention. And
yeah.
They just have random stuff on there, and they had the author on there for like an hour and a half just talking about it, and like just it goes in like what he had to go through, like how he was kind of brought up, because he was born like 1945 and stuff, and how he met his wife and how they teamed up to like kind of connect with the CIA and bring the Soviet Union down from the inside, and like what the spies had to go through, and like how they had to escape from the Gulag or whatever the Soviets had for like their secret police, because they were always like, if you were like not native Russian, they would always have a detail on you for like the entire Cold War. So they had, like, it was like different scenarios and how they had to like evade detection. Like just from like listening to him talk about it for like an hour, I was like, I really want to read that book.
Go get it.
Well, the problem is like I won't read that book, but I have like the Iliad over here somewhere. I gotta read still. I want to reread The Hobbit, which I still haven't got back from Chris.
You're not gonna get that back unless you go down there and grab it.
I was down there today. We went disc golfing for a couple of hours, and when we got back down there, like, do you still have my Hobbit book? And he spent like 15 minutes looking for it. Like, I have it somewhere. And it's like, I'm gonna go home. I'll get it some other time. It's okay.
It's in the bathroom.
I don't know. I didn't go into the bathroom.
No, he told me. He was like laughing about it one day. He's like, I have his book and I'm never gonna give it back to him. I keep it in my bathroom every time I go in there and take a shit. I read a page and I laugh. I was like, that's a funny story. Like, he borrowed some video games from me, and I went to go get them back because I was gonna trade them off. And he like gave me a bunch of other video games because he didn't want to give them up. He's like, here, just take all these, and I'm like, oh, all right, I guess if you want to keep it. I was just gonna sell them anyway, so I was like, sure. I was like, okay.
Whatever works, man.
Yeah.
No,
but yeah, I'm looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 5. It's a really interesting game. From what I can tell so far, it's going to be really big. Since I can capture video on the thing, I might do some like post some gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no way to like, at least in a way I figured out yet how to do that on the PlayStation 4. Like audio.
You got your mic, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't think it.
Like, gotta have like a camera on your TV and shit to sync it up or to capture you.
No. I don't think when I record, I don't think it's recording my voice either. Like, it doesn't do it like that. It just records the video,
well,
the gameplay.
You can always record the video and then.
Yeah, I know.
Post
but then
audio over it.
It would be just easier if the PlayStation just did it for me.
Yeah, probably would be.
It would be really easy. Well, they kind of have it set up where you can. They're like really close to doing it like that on there, and I'm just like, just come on, just do it, guys. Let's.
So keep footing around, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
That's for the PS5.
It might be. There's already talks about the next gen.
And the Xbox 1.1.
They're already starting to talk about the next gen consoles already.
We just got one like 2 years ago, a year ago.
But they're already starting to talk about it. Because Nintendo is like dying.
Well, like, the only they have the portable games. That's about it. Like, no one goes out and buys.
No
one wants to buy like the consoles because they're not as good as.
They announced that they're coming out with another console, and it's going to be in competition with the other consoles. At least that's what the critics are saying. Like, it has to be, because if it's not, if Nintendo tries to do their own shit again, they're gonna fail. It's just these old Japanese business typhoons who are like from the 1960s and shit that worked back then isn't working today.
It's a different breed.
Yeah, it's a different breed. It totally is. Like, they, like...
You're no longer the alternative. You're the obsolete.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. Because, like, they don't offer anything. The only thing they really have on their Nintendo is, like...
Smash Brothers.
No, I was going to say, like, Netflix. Like, internet-wise.
Yeah, but you can get that from any...
Oh, yeah, you can get that from any of the other consoles. But
it doesn't make you unique. The only thing that makes you unique is you have, like, the Mario games.
Yeah.
Which are, like, the big Mario and, like... their Smash Brothers franchise.
Yeah.
And if they come out with another Pokemon game, they have that for their portable.
But that's not the thing, though. That's like that's one thing, but they don't have any like outside party support. Like, nobody's making Call of Duty games for them.
They don't have anything exclusive for them.
Yeah.
That, like, whereas Call of Duty, you can get for that, I think, but
no, they won't. They
want to keep it all in shop.
No, it's not that they want to keep it all in shop. They want to keep it more family oriented. They were trying to appeal to like a family market. Like, the family gathers around the PlayStation Wii, and we all play games together, and we all like bond. But that's not really what happens. Like maybe like on an occasion.
It used to.
Yeah.
But now we can do all that with the Xbox Connect, and they want to do that, and they can do it on the PlayStation Move or whatever.
No, you know what I think really comes down to is like mom and dad sometimes don't want to play games with the kids. They'd rather just like maybe watch them play games, or they
or
don't
let them play games so they can do grown-up games.
Yeah. They don't really want to participate. Like they don't want to be. That's not the family time. The family time is like going outside and playing outside, or having dinner together,
playing a board game, or doing a pub, or reading a book, or even watching a movie. Like, Dad's not gonna be like, "Who wants to play Smash Brothers?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's something like, "Hey kids, why don't you go play Smash Brothers so me and your mom can have like a half hour of mommy and daddy time."
And then you just hear some screaming and banging on the wall, and you think mommy and dad are just wrestling, which they kind of are.
Mommy's dominating.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But
it is if it's against you.
Nintendo backed the wrong horse that they thought that that's what was going to be the next big thing.
That was back in like the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's that old mentality.
Yeah, like that's like their last big good selling console was maybe the GameCube, but I would go with like Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I'd say the GameCube kind of failed too. I'd say 64 was probably their...
64 was like their zenith,
yeah.
I would say. But the GameCube didn't do bad. It was like whatever
came
out after, like the Nintendo Wii that came out. The original Wii wasn't bad.
The GameCube didn't do bad, but it didn't do great in comparison to what it was competing against at the time.
No.
Especially if you go by what was it competing with at the time. It was competing with PS2 and Xbox.
Yeah.
And we already know that PS2 was the best-selling system of all time, even today. So you can obviously say that the GameCube has failed at that time.
Yes.
And it's just been GameCube, Wii, and then Wii U, and all three of those have fucking flat failed.
Well, the Nintendo Wii didn't do horrible numbers. But when you compare when you compare it, like when that came out, the Xbox 360 came out,
right,
and the PS3 came out,
right, yeah, and yeah, it's never like they're doing bad, but they're not doing great in comparison to their market.
They're limiting who they can actually sell to.
That too, that hurts them really
Xbox
bad.
and PlayStation,
yeah,
their largest demographic are between the ages of like 14 and like 35 are the major demographics, but anybody can use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that.
Whereas the Nintendo Wii or Wii U, like it's very limited to only these people. Like everyone can use it, but they're only targeting like a small portion.
Well, that's
of the
what I'm saying.
populace.
Like, whereas PlayStation and Xbox, there's family games for them.
Yeah.
And families can play those. And hey, they got Blu-ray players now. Even the Xbox One's got a Blu-ray player, so hey, we can watch movies now.
About time they caught up
with
PlayStation.
Well, there was always in Xbox's defense, there was always a portable Blu-ray player you could hook up to the side of your Xbox. It would cost you like $100. Duh.
Why wouldn't I just get a Blu-ray player or just buy a PlayStation?
Because you're
with the better graphics.
You're one of those Mountain Dew drinking douchebags who just like wants to play Call of Duty and support the Xbox and jerk off in a little port in it.
Halo!
Yeah. Because it's the best game ever. Gears of War! I saw that too. It made me laugh so bad because it was like, Xbox One isn't doing super great. And I was like, well, it's just a matter of time before we see Xbox start bitching out all their fucking popular games again for the Xbox One. And then I was like, they had a Gears of War trailer that had that like that one song, Mad World.
Okay. And
they showed like clips from all the Gears of War, and they're like, buy the Gears of War Xbox One exclusive. And I was like, yep.
And they have a new Halo game coming out too.
Yeah. Nothing original, guys.
Just can't let go of that Halo. Can
Yep.
you? Like Halo 3 should have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was done. Could have finished it right there. No.
But yeah, Wii U is only catering to the family market and
or like
little kids, and
or
it's
the diehard Nintendo geeks.
Yeah, whereas
Is it
PlayStation,
that-
Xbox, they're also catering to the family market too. But if you want to see tits and ass in your video game, hey, we got that as well. If you want to blow someone's brain out, we got that.
You wanna do
Want to see kittens?
you wanna do matchmaking, multiplayer, online?
Yeah.
We can do that too.
We can do that now.
And when in doubt, you can
Nintendo's like, we got Mario.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. We got Sonic now. No one really gives a fuck about Sonic.
No, we don't.
Sonic died a long time ago. Sonic died sometime in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
He's alright.
The what?
He's alright.
He was alright. He's not alright anymore.
He had some good cartoons.
Yeah?
Like, way
Yeah.
better than the Super Mario Super Show.
Yeah?
It's on Netflix. I tried watching an episode the other day. It was like, hey, this is a little kid show. You want to watch this with me? She's like, okay. We get like halfway through one
She's not
episode.
really a little kid anymore, though.
And, well, it was, like, I couldn't watch it. And I can normally sit through anything once. I turned it off. I was like, you want to go outside? Yes, Dad. Let's go outside. I was like, okay. So we went outside, blow bubbles for like an hour and a half. Way
Should be
better.
watching, like, Steven Universe. That's a really good show.
She does watch Steven Universe.
God,
Like,
it's so good.
she started watching the show like Uncle Grandpa, and I saw like half an episode, and I was like, no.
No, that's not good.
No. Turn that off. But it's funny. No, that's stupid.
It's like Ren and Stimpy stupid.
That is retarded. You are not watching that show. And then she got mad at me because I turned it off.
Yeah.
But like, she'll find weird shows on
Fucking
Netflix. Like,
jerk.
there's this like Brazilian show about like these like slugs, and it's like they're little like animated shorts. There's
Okay.
no actual words, and like it's hard to explain, but it's really fucking stupid. Like, that's the best. Like, it's mindless cartoons,
Mindless cartoons.
and not like mindless entertaining, but mindless.
There's a
just-
lot of really good cartoons out right now. Ones that will really make you think.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time's one of them.
I can watch Adventure Time. I can watch Steven Universe.
I love Steven Universe right now. Steven Universe was getting like super interesting. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's more for adults, but I like Rick and Morty too.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I've seen a few. I haven't seen a lot of it, but
I've watched all seasons. I destroyed season 1. I watched that so many damn times.
From the episodes I have seen, yeah, I do enjoy that show. You still have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon now. That one's still boom.
That was really good. I haven't seen the latest season though.
I haven't.
I'm like a season behind now. On that one.
They have a new Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon out.
I don't trust that.
It's on Nickelodeon like.
I automatically
Saturday
don't
mornings.
trust that. The movies have scared me from anything else other than Chipmunks.
It's not bad actually. It reminds me of like just like it had like the 80s 90s cartoon. Just had a facelift. Like, so it looks a little different, but like all the stories are the same.
Yeah.
And it's got like the same opening pretty much too. So.
It might be good. I mean, I
Like,
said that about like My Little Pony, and that wasn't terrible.
I got this like I can watch that show too, but I kind of get that like the new Ninja Turtles TV show they have out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get the same feel like I had for
Yeah.
that one too. Like it's pretty good.
I have not seen anything about it.
Well, I think it just started.
Yeah, I have not seen jack
We
shit about.
just-
This is the first time I'm hearing about it, so I'm like,
Well,
whoa,
I
really?
didn't. There was no advertising for it. It was just we were eating breakfast and I was like, "You're
Huh?
Alvin and Chipmunks. You want Alvin and Chipmunks? Yeah. All right. We fucking want Alvin and Chipmunks.
Huh?
It's not bad. It's a good way to spend half an hour.
A lot of their shows are like 11 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much story you can tell in a short amount of time.
I don't like the Amazing World of Gumball or whatever.
I don't even know what that is.
It's something on freaking Cartoon
Is that
Network.
the one with like the bluebird and shit?
No, that's a regular show. But I can't watch that one. It's like the bluebird and like a little raccoon. It's like their boss is like a gumball machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a regular show. The Amazing
The
World
show
of,
is called Regular Show?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I can't. A lot of people like that show, and more power to you.
I know.
I can't watch it though.
I didn't know that was what it was called. I didn't know it was actually called
The Amazing
Regular
World
Show.
of Gumball is like half cartoon, half in reality. Like like these cartoon characters and they're walking around, but they're clearly cartoon characters and they're walking around like this almost paper mache looking world, and then they go outside. It looks like the real world. Like it's like looking at it's very confusing.
That sounds good.
And nothing makes sense, and like there's no story. It's just these kids are a bunch of assholes.
I just thought you thought there was like a line down the screen, and like one side was cartoon, and the other side was like real people.
No,
if they crossed the line, they would be in the cartoon.
No, it's all just mix and match.
Mix and match. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
Kids like it, I guess. It's like on the second or third season. Yeah, cartoons, I guess. What are you been up to?
What have we been up to?
Yeah.
I'm working on movie stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like costumes and stuff, and that's about it. Come up with some ideas, trying to work out in my brain. Try other stuff. I'm trying to get the costumes done so we can start filming here soon.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. That's really the only thing we're waiting on. I gotta make some other stuff up too. Some gear. But that shouldn't take too long, I hope. But, yeah, that's about it. So, I was gonna do that tonight. When I got done doing this. So.
When we're done doing this, I'm probably going to bed.
Yeah, I know, I'm not doing that.
I have fallen back in love with coffee though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
It's really good stuff.
I don't know what happened. Like at some point last, and not just like going and drinking like Starbucks.
Right.
Like, I was at work and I got tired, getting really tired, and like before I knew it, I was like my 8th cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm like
I have to be careful
every day
with
at
that,
work,
too.
I go through like half a pot by myself.
Yeah.
Which no one ever drinks it. And I don't. It's not like I was like, oh, I need more coffee. Like I get another cup, put it down, go do something. Like it sounds really good right now.
Some coffee.
A nice little cup. And like I don't like. I've seen people who drink coffee and they get like really jittery and like hyperactive and like it does nothing. Like if anything, I get more tired when I drink it.
Yeah, I think people get jittery if they put too much sugar and shit in it. But that's just the sugar.
Yeah, I do 2 creams, 2 sugars. That's
Yeah.
it. Like,
But I could see that, like, it's just a lot of sugar going through your system. I think that's where people get, like, jittery from it. But that's just a sugar high. That's not coffee high. That's nothing to do with coffee.
I started drinking again, and I'm really sick of these
Like-
freaking health nuts telling me coffee's so bad for you. And like, dude, you're drinking a monster.
People like, go to Starbucks and they'll get, like, their biggest foam latte thingy. And they put a shit ton of sugar in that, too. And they come out and they're like, oh, I'm so fucking jittery. I just drink Starbucks and, ooh, it's the coffee. No, it's not the coffee. It's probably all that sugar because you're not used to that much sugar in your system. And you're like, what's the word? Your adrenaline's going high.
It's pumping.
Yeah. So you're like, it's too much energy. The body just doesn't know what to do with it. It's like, do we run? Do we do we shake? I don't know. We got diabetes?
It's like
Is this what's going on?
It's like the Futurama episode where like Bender's running off a doomsday machine, and the only way he doesn't blow up, he has to party the entire time. And when he stops partying, his body overloads and will explode.
Oh yeah.
Remember that episode? Or
There's so many. It's been so long and so many episodes. They
after-
kind of all bled together.
It was like the very first episode after the reboot from
Yeah, so you're not helping.
back when it was like got first put on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
back in 2000.
It really feels like one long episode at this point, like The Simpsons do. Like I can't determine.
How are The Simpsons still going? Like I haven't watched a new episode of The Simpsons in like 6 years.
I don't think a lot of people do, but they keep it going. 20 years, 25 years. It's been on.
I know they've been on for a long time. I don't know how they keep going. Like, there are a few.
There's a lot of people that watch it still.
There are a few shows like, oh yeah, I'll watch this show. But
I think at this point, like,
I don't wait for like Sunday to come around. Like, oh,
if they
the
said
new
that they
episode
were
of
going to
Simpsons.
stop doing it, that's when people would start watching the shit out of it. And I think they kind of know that. So they're kind of like in this trap. Because if they were like, this is going to be the last season of The Simpsons, everybody would be like, oh, wow. That's the end of an era.
Yeah.
I got to go check, I got to start watching it again.
And then the ratings go up.
Yeah.
And then the producers are like, well, we gotta have another season now.
And like the writers put in they're like, well, this is it. This is gonna be the last one. So let's really like knock
Make
it out
it
of the
big.
park. And then everybody's like, why are they taking this off the air? It's so good. And then they bitch, and everybody's like, well, we're gonna make it on for another season. Everybody's like, yay.
I think it's
then
the last season, and it doesn't hold a candle to the other season.
Then people are like, oh, this show sucks, and they just stop watching.
They should have ended it last season.
Because that's kind of what happened with Futurama.
There's actually, I don't have any episodes of Futurama I dislike. Like,
yeah, but people will just stop. Like there were like towards the end of the first season was just kind of getting kind of stale. It was like, okay, it's in the future.
shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Fry's not that smart. But then again, nobody is apparently.
Except for Leela, and even she did a lot of stupid
Yeah,
stuff.
and she still does some stupid shit. So then they took it off, and then people were like, "Oh, I'm just Futurama." Like, I don't know.
And then they had those like 45-minute long episodes that were supposed to be like shorts.
Yeah.
And that was it, and then everyone loved them so much. Like, oh, you need
Exactly.
to
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's what would happen with The Simpsons at this point.
You want it till you get it, and then you don't know what to do with it when you have it.
I would have. I keep saying that. I always want to see something where the characters age through the whole thing, and I guess Naruto did it.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z kind of did it.
Yeah.
Did you see that new movie?
Going with Frieza?
No. Naruto.
No, I don't watch Naruto though.
Yeah, I don't really watch Naruto either, but I watch enough anime stuff where I still get trailers from everything that's coming out. There's a new Naruto movie coming out where Naruto is like the head of the thing, and the movie's about his two kids, or his one kid, becoming a ninja now.
Yeah, they're all grown up. Like I know.
Yeah, they're all.
You got Naruto, and you got like Naruto Shippuden or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how like they're aging him, but you only really ever get that in like anime.
You do only get that. Like you don't do that. Not even comic books they do that.
No, I wouldn't say.
Fucking
the
Peter
same.
Parker's still a single, sort of high school, sort of college kid, swinging around New York since 1960. Uncle Ben's died so many goddamn times, like poor bastard.
It's his own personal hell.
Yeah. He can't seem to maintain a relationship with Mary Jane. Gwen Stacy keeps dying.
Always
You know, like
snapping
I don't give a fuck about Peter Parker anymore. I don't care about Clark Kent.
You're
Hell,
not-
I don't even fucking care about Bruce Wayne. Let the next generation take over.
You're not invested.
Yeah. Hell, before the New 52, I thought it was really interesting that Dick Grayson became the new Batman. I was like, yeah, okay.
They're moving.
Yeah. Fucking
Makes
Bruce
sense.
Wayne died, taken on Darkseid. Okay. He died. But then he didn't die. Darkseid put him back through time and he had to like relive. It was fucking stupid. Batman had to like relive.
What?
Yeah, that's what happened. Before the New 52.
Yeah. Okay. So he's fighting Darkseid.
They were fighting Darkseid.
again.
Yeah. And Batman went up because he was like, I'm gonna have to kill Darkseid because the ultimate equation thing and all that shit that was happening, and he was He went to go kill Darkseid, and Darkseid just went boom, and then it was like Batman's skeleton was laying there in the costume, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he killed fucking Batman!" But then they had to make it more complicated and say that wasn't Batman's skeleton. That was just like a clone of Batman, and then Darkseid actually sent Batman throughout time, and Batman was living like his life. Like he would wake up in a different time period, and he would become Batman in that time period, and then he would like
with his memories of the future.
Sort of like he was scattered, like he was slowly getting them back as he was going through different time periods. He's like, "That's right, I was Bruce Wayne," and then you go.
Okay, so like at that point though, he could change the whole space-time continuum.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's why Darkseid sent him back in time, because he was trying to get like the other equation part for the ultimate equation thing. It turned out he needed Batman to like draw up all this energy through time to finish the ultimate equation to destroy everyone. Yeah, it was really convoluted and stupid. It made more sense when they just killed Batman and Dick Grayson took over, but then like someone like busted in the room and like, "What are you guys doing? You can't kill Batman. Bring him back to life." We're like, "We can't. He's fucking dead." If you brought fucking Superman back, you will bring back Batman. Did you just see The Dark Knight came out? You know how much money you fucking bring his ass back. I guess we could say he went back in time and he has to come through all the time periods. I don't care how you fucking do it, just fucking do it. Fucking stupid ass writers trying to change shit.
How dare you try to expand
Yeah.
and grow.
Don't you know? You go for like 40 years and then you just fucking do it over again. That's the natural regression of things. You don't fucking
in 100 years
progress.
Hey, have you heard about this guy named Batman?
Yeah. I think that's why everybody liked Batman Begins or Batman Beyond.
It was something different.
Yeah, it was something was changing. We weren't going back in time and retelling the same story again, like fucking Star Trek, J.J. Abrams.
Technically, it's a different time stream.
I don't give a fuck. It's technically the same fucking thing.
I thought they were done after In Darkness. I didn't know they had another one coming out. And then
oh yeah, they're gonna milk that for as long as it keeps making money.
Because Into Darkness
Are you
sucked.
fucking kidding me?
It sucked.
The only way you're gonna shut down the machine is if you stop paying it.
Like I like Star Trek. I like
Star Trek too.
the reboot they did for Star Trek. I did not like Star Trek Into Darkness.
I didn't mind the reboot, but it had problems.
I liked it because it was different, but it was familiar, and I was okay with that. I was okay with the changes they made. But Star Trek Into Darkness,
that was shit.
It was all fan service.
Oh
and
god,
it
wasn't even good fan service.
And it wasn't telling a story. It was hit this point, hit this point,
yeah.
hit this point, hit this point, treble, hit this point.
Fan service.
And
they need the fans.
Khan, but it's not Wrath of Khan.
I was 2 seconds away from walking out the theater.
I'm like, a part of me thinks because like JJ knew he was going to Star Wars. He knew he was going. He was probably like, you know what?
I don't think at that point he knew.
Let's just kill this on the way out.
I don't think he knew.
So then when we go to Star Wars, there's no real space.
I don't think he knew that. I think
battle.
he got the phone call after they saw in the darkness, like, hey, you make shitty sci-fi movies. You want to fucking come off George Lucas's coattails?
Anything better than George Lucas.
God, it was so bad.
Or Spielberg.
What?
What?
Spielberg. What's Spielberg have to do with it?
Well, he was supposed to direct like the second Star Wars movie, or like the fifth or whatever, and he never got a chance to direct a Star Wars movie. Wasn't Steven Spielberg supposed to direct like?
He was supposed to direct Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's the third. Or if you go in order of the
sixth.
Yeah. Or in the sixth. But back then it would have just been the third.
Yeah.
But he was part of the Writers Guild, and George Lucas had been kicked off the Writers Guild by that point.
Because he was a dick.
No, he just.
They wanted like a.
They wanted. If you're part of the Writers Guild, they wanted you to put your name before the movie started. Basically, this is why he got kicked out. Why he got kicked off the right, or why he left the Writers Guild. Because when he did the first Star Wars movie, it was an independent movie. He wasn't part of the Writers Guild. It said Star Wars, and then it had
the rolling credit.
It had like the scroll, and then he left everything to the end credits. When he did Return of the Jedi, he was part of the Writers Guild. Writers Guild said, you always have to put your name before the movie starts. So the way they wanted it set up was, it would have said George Lucas, and then it would have said Star Wars, or George Lucasfilm, Star Wars, and then it would have had like the writers' names as they normally do, which I hate. I didn't know that was a Writers Guild thing, but I always hate that in movies because it's like kind of takes you out of it.
Why would I have credits here and then also at the end of the film?
Yeah, exactly.
I get like a lot of people won't stay for the end credits.
Yeah.
But like Marvel got it right when they did like the end credit scenes. Like they give you a treat to sit through it.
Well, if you're gonna do it, I always felt like if you're gonna do it, try to find a clever way to do it. Like have a title card or have like a title sequence. Don't just start your movie and then start throwing credits up as the movie's going. Like that always distracts me. Like things are happening, and you got like names popping up everywhere. Like what the fuck? Who the fuck's that? Why do I care? Like okay, I know Jason Segel's in this fucking movie. I can see him. Why are you telling me he's in this movie? Yeah. And George Lucas didn't want to change the way Star Wars was from the first one. He said that the title sequence had to be the same because it made sense that way. And the Writers Guild fined him like $10 million or something like that. And instead of arguing with it, he just paid it, and then he dropped out of the Writers Guild. And when he did Return of the Jedi, he couldn't get Spielberg because Spielberg was part of the Writers Guild.
So was he part of the Writers Guild for The Empire Strikes Back?
Yes. He was, at that point.
I don't remember having those credits at the beginning of The Empire
He didn't do
Strikes
it.
Back.
That's why he had to pay the fine.
Okay, why didn't he just, like, instead of paying the fine, why didn't he just, like, up and, he paid the fine and quit. Why didn't he just, like, no, fuck you guys, and then quit?
He basically did say that. Oh,
why would he have to pay the fine if he's just going to quit?
I don't know why he had to pay. I would argue that too, but he just said he paid the fine, then he just quit.
Like,
I guess it was like a contract if you're in the Writers Guild, like
what do they do? Just like help produce your movies and shit, or like do they do anything?
I think
it's all about like.
Well, I think if you want certain people, like I said, like even though Spielberg and George Lucas are good friends, even now, I think they went to college together. Even when it came to doing like Return of the Jedi, Spielberg couldn't do it because he was part of the Writers Guild. They're like, no, you can't do that.
It sounds like a monopoly, though. Like,
it kind of is, I think.
Stupid.
I mean, there's certain productions. Like I was reading some like certain. Was it Rick and Morty? Don't hire writers that are part of the Writers Guild because they want free thinkers. They said. Like South Park don't employ people from like if the Writers Guild strikes, it will shut down like all of Hollywood until their demands are met. That's pretty much what happened one time. It's not like
it was 2005 or 2006 when that happened.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not even saying like their reasons weren't justified. It's just the organization itself. It's kind of fucked up.
It's unionized.
Yeah, it's basically unionized. Yeah, and it's not like they're looking out for their own kind, but at the same time, there's like not enough like expressive freedom in a lot of sense either. Like, and I think that's why we see a lot of like the same format on a lot of things, like wacky friends get together and then antics happen. Bring back fucking Batman to life because he can't fucking die. Are you guys out of your fucking minds? And then make him fight Superman. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Eh.
I'll go see it. I won't go opening night.
I'm not going at all.
But I'll probably go see it.
I still think you need to see Man of Steel before you see that one.
You know anyone with Man of Steel?
Huh?
You know anyone with Man of Steel?
Brent might have it.
I don't think so. Okay, Brent was like, me and him.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Me and him were talking about that because I was like, the only movie that you can just watching the trailer, you know it's gonna be a bad movie, is Man of Steel. And I was like,
Yeah.
No, there are a few movies that you look at and like, oh, that's me.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't say it's not the only one.
No.
That is one you can watch from the trailer and like, oh.
Like we were talking about trailers the other. I don't know how we started talking about trailers.
Uh-huh.
We just did.
Started talking about
and he just brought that movie up, and I was like, I haven't even seen it yet, so I can't like say if it's good or bad.
I've not seen the whole movie from like start to finish, but I've seen enough of the movie, so I kind of refuse to watch what I have seen from start to finish. At Russell Crowe.
So, like what I can say about movies like that are like when Dumb and Dumber 2 came out, I had no urge to see that movie, and from the trailer and from what I like.
Really, why no urge to see that?
It was one of those movies like, it's not for me.
Right.
Like, I had no urge to see it, and like when I saw the trailer, it just seemed like they dumbed down Dumb and Dumber.
Dumbed down Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. It was like Dumb and Dumber.
Well, they had that other one that
Dumb
everybody
and
seems
Dumber.
to Yeah, no, Dumb and Dumber when Harry met Floyd.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Was it Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber when Harry.
What was the
met
last
Floyd.
one?
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Just Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, like if you went chronologically, it's Dumb and Dumber when Harry met Floyd, and then Dumb and Dumber,
well, obviously.
Then Dumb and Dumber 2.
And then Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the middle.
But I had no urge to see this. Yeah, everyone's like clamoring for a freaking sequel, so they make a sequel and the movie bombs and no one likes it.
At this point, I don't think they should do like. I think there should be like a 5-year rule for sequels.
Like if you don't make it in that time.
If you don't make it like in 5 years, you probably shouldn't make it unless you kind of like do something really clever, where you're like, this chamber won't open again until 20 years, and then you make a sequel 20 years later. Then I'll be like, all right, that was pretty set up. Yeah. Unless something like that's real, you probably won't see that though. But yeah, I think like a 5-year rule, like if it's
like what they did like in Toy Story, like
yeah,
each one you had a time difference, but they made up for it like in the movie. Like there was a time difference in the movie.
there was a time difference. They're all you can tell by the CGI improved.
Well, that's why I'm excited for the Incredibles 2. I haven't seen anything from it, but like I love the first Incredibles.
They only released a poster at this point.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm hoping
they need to fucking stop with the goddamn cars. There's already a Cars 3 plan.
Why?
I know
that they had Cars. They had Cars, which wasn't a horrible movie. I could watch it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And they had Cars 2, which was like the first
shit.
Yeah, it was the first like Pixar film that bombed.
Yeah.
And then they made Planes. And then they made Planes, Fire and Rescue.
Right to DVD, which also bombed.
No, actually, it did go to theater for a little bit.
Did it go for like a day or two?
It went for like a couple weeks, and it did not too good. You know why?
I think the thing is John Lasseter really likes cars and the concept of cars. So I can just imagine him in the room, and they're like, well, we got all these planned out. Obviously another Toy Story. Maybe another Monsters Inc. Everybody really wants The Incredibles, so we're gonna try and push for that one, and that's all that's left on the agenda. And he's like, what about Cars? John, nobody likes make another fucking Cars movie.
But these are the ones everyone's talking about really? On the internet, I
Sick.
see so much about cars. Yeah, but it's all negative.
Look outside. What do you see? The parking lot, John. What's in the parking lot?
Pavement?
Cars. Yeah, cars. Everybody loves cars.
No, we have them for necessity.
Make fucking cars. Nope, nobody wants to. No, John. We're not making another fucking Frozen movie until we make goddamn Cars 3.
I almost feel like that's what it is, because that's what it feels like.
I don't even know what.
If we keep making
about.
Cars movies,
I
the
don't know
people
what
will
story
like
would
them.
be. Like, is it like a? Are they doing like a Cars Planes crossover?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, that's the only way I can see him doing anything Cars related.
I just saw
they
like
have
the
to do a crossover.
like because Disney does that thing now where they list off all the movies they're going to be making, and they listed off all the Pixar movies they're making, and like they had like Incredibles, Toy Story 4, which I already heard they're doing, and then it's like Cars 3, and I'm like, why the fuck are you making another Cars movie? Stop making fucking Cars movie. Nobody fucking wants them.
I don't know. Maybe
Make Inside Out 2. Yeah, but it's really fucking soon, but fuck, we'll take it. Just
maybe I'm in the minority here,
right?
but I don't like that they're releasing bulk. Like, I'm doing all these movies because when I was growing up, and I know we're in a different age now, but the biggest part for me going to the movies, besides the actual movie, was the trailers, so I can kind of see what's coming out next, and it was always a nice little treat or surprise to be like, ooh.
It's different now.
I know it's different now, but like,
it won't be like that, because that was like the only time you could. I remember when I was little, I found a show that just showed trailers, and it was like on Saturday nights, and I would record it, but that was the only time I could, like, because I couldn't go to the movies all the time. So it was either like you watched like critic shows, like
School and
yeah, there was some other ones too. But if you either like watched shit like that, or you stayed up really late and you tried to record trailers, like I was always trying to record trailers. But there was like a show that was just dedicated, and they just showed all the new trailers that were coming out, and then it was like, oh, and then that show got canceled. I'm like, no. But I used to have like like a big pile of VHS tapes with just trailers, and people were like, you're fucking crazy, and I'm like, I like trailers. I still do. But it's like different now. Now it's just like shit like that gets leaked on the internet, and like people like say like, I would like to go see the trailer, and half the time if I go to the theater, I've already seen all the damn trailers. And it's like it's not like you can't see the trailers like weeks before they came out. I know it's not like that for everybody. Like, everybody doesn't do like that obsessive, but it's still there for you if you wanted to.
I think my part of it might be, I like the discovery of it.
Yeah.
So like when they like,
no, I get
hey,
it.
we have all these movies coming out that you can look forward to. That's great. Now you just sit there and be like,
no, I totally, I get it. I agree with you 100% on that one too. It's just it's so different now. Like, that's not the same.
I know. I'm just got an old timey nostalgic feel.
Yeah. And it never will be like that again unless some kind of nuclear bomb gets dropped and we all lose power. And
well, like yesterday was SummerSlam for WWE, and I was supposed to have the whole day off. I took it off.
Oh yeah, I saw that you posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, and then I had to go into work, and so I missed the show when it was playing live. And for like, I didn't realize how much I am actually connected to the internet until like I spent roughly about 6-7 hours where I detached myself from the internet, like how much I'm actually on it.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's on my phone or on a computer, it's everywhere. It's so easy to access.
It is so easy to access.
That like, if I didn't want to have anything spoiled for me, so I had to turn my phone on. Like, actually, I avoided having people talk to me about it because I wanted to come home, sit and watch it so I could be surprised by it.
Right.
And it was a pretty decent show. But in this day and age, it's so hard not to be like up to date, minute to minute for everything.
I had a similar thing happen because when I was in the hospital for like 3 days. I don't have like a smartphone or anything like that because I just have my internet at home. I don't need to carry my internet with me. But when I was stuck in the hospital for 3 days, I was starting to get stressed out by the second day. I'm like, I need to check my emails. And, like, I'm so used to, like, watching internet content. I'm not used to watching TV.
You don't know what to look for. Like,
No, I was, like, everything that was on I didn't want to watch. Like, I was like, I want to watch this. And I couldn't look it up. I couldn't look it up and watch it. I had to, like...
deal with what you were given.
Yeah, I was able to do it. I hated it. I was like, no, I don't like this.
That's why television's a dying breed.
Oh, television's already dead. They just need it. No one just came into the room yet and told television, like, oh, yeah, we unplugged you, like, a long time ago.
We're all online.
We're already like, got the hole dug for you and just came back in here to get you in there.
Ever heard of Netflix?
But I got so much content. You're like, news. Oh, we got news on the internet.
We have apps for that now. What's an app?
We're burying you right next to newspaper. It's a nice little plot, right next to newspaper. I don't want to go. It's too bad. You're already gone. Cable's next.
I went down to Barnes and Nobles down in Count's Bluffs the other day to pick up a new book, and I actually got in an argument with a guy there because he was sitting there on his like iTablet or whatever.
Right.
And you can download
books of the world
on your stuff, right? I can't do that. I have a hard time reading stuff on the screen. That it hurts. I get headaches from it, and I like having the actual book in my hand. And
I can understand that.
And he told me I was stupid because I can get all of that right here plus more. You're stupid.
That's just personal preference.
Yeah,
though.
but he was like ridiculing me like I was like Stone Age. And I was like, no, man. Like I don't like people that do that. I like the search for the book. I don't want to like Google or like insert name here and then just have it. I want to go and I want to like search through the books because that's how you find stuff you didn't know you were looking for.
I have that same problem when I tell people that I was looking for certain DVDs because I have fun treasure hunting for certain DVDs.
Just go to Amazon.
Oh yeah, like, well, that's
eBay.
all online. You're fucking an idiot. And I'm like, I don't want to go online.
It's not about
I want to own it.
It's not about the destination. It's about the journey to retrieve the item. It's the treasure hunt. Not
do you even watch all those movies? Like,
yeah.
Not all the time, but I have it. Do you read all the books you download? Probably not. I mean, you probably never would read.
You can sit there and say I have all these books, but you probably only read half of one.
Yeah.
Like I've read just about every book I own. There's 2 books that I have not read yet.
You know, you wouldn't hear some douchebag saying that about comic books too at the same time. Because you can download all the comic books in the world at this point too, but you still want to own it.
It is not the same feel, and like for me, like if I drop my book on the floor, I can pick my book up and continue reading. If you drop your tablet on the floor, you could break that fucking tablet, and now you have to wait to get a new one before you continue reading, and then you have to wait to download it all over again.
Well, I mean, if you have like an iPhone, if you got a tablet, you probably got an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you probably have a PC. If you have a PC, you probably have a laptop, and that all can be synced.
Right. Now you have like all these devices.
Right.
Do the same purpose as this.
No, I'm just saying if you drop the tablet on the floor and it breaks,
yeah,
you can still watch. You can just
there's other avenues to do it.
They probably have. If they all broke them at the same time in some kind of colossal fuck down the stairs, then they're fucked. And then I would agree with you. Then the book would be more superior.
Like, I don't have anything. Like the closest thing I have on my phone to that.
You could someone can make the argument that you can like there could be a fire and your bookshelf falls on you and you're pinned. If you're in a fire and your tablet fell on you, you just get up and start running. I mean, you could go either way. It's just personal preference. If you want to read tablets, that's fine. Read tablets, but don't fucking mock people that don't want to.
I'm not saying don't read on your tablet.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying there's plus and minuses to every situation.
For as long as I can, I'm going to read it off the paper. Like it feels more intimate to me.
Like I just had this like weird scenario where like you go to the hospital and like, well, Tad, the reason why you keep getting sick is because you're allergic to paper.
Shit.
Do you read a lot of books on paper? Yes, doctor.
Yeah, I'm that weird guy
You're
who
like-
still reads paper.
Like, the doctor's like, did you know you could read it on tablets? You're like, I prefer books. I'm like, well,
You're an idiot.
yeah, you're allergic to paper now, so you have to read it on the tablet.
No, I'm just gonna become illiterate. Fuck it.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
you
done
you can't come illiterate now. When you get to, like, hit yourself in the head.
I'm just done with printed word in general.
You know you could read it off this tablet.
It's like it's not like one of those like, hey, did you know you could do this? It's they always say it in a very
Well, you know what
patronizing kind of way.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hey, genius, did you know you can just do it this way?
I can say the next thing, because the next thing is like, everybody's like really stupidly hyped about the VR.
The Google Glass thing.
Not the Google Glass. No.
Well, the virtual reality.
Yeah,
The-
I forget what there's a name for the one that's really big. I can't remember. Like
I don't know. I know what you're
Pacific
talking about.
Rim, whatever. I know that's not the name, but whatever. Like everybody's like super hyped about that, and you're like showing all like these virtual reality things. I guess it looks really good, and I'm sure it does.
It's like,
But I can imagine like someone comes home and they're like, ah. They turn on all their shit and they put on their virtual glasses, and then they're like in this castle. And they're like, ah. They like walk over to a bookshelf and grab a book off and start reading it. And they're like, They like close it and like, that was a good book. And they like put it up and then they take off the virtual thing and they go to like go to bed. That'll probably be the next thing. Have you read this book? Have you read Game of Thrones? Yeah, I read that last night. And then like that reenactment thing like played in the foreground when I was reading it. I was like, oh, so that's how he got raped.
there's so much penis everywhere.
Like you could just flick a page out and it'll like come to life. And you're like, oh.
That would be pretty cool. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like,
Well, I'm just saying that's probably the avenue they're going down. Like that'll be the next
Holodecks,
thing.
here we come.
Yeah, that will be the avenue. When the porn market like oversaturates it,
You need to just
Then you'll
immerse
get-
yourself
yeah.
literally into the porn.
Oh well, obviously the porn market will.
What'd you do last night? Came right on her face.
Yeah.
And she enjoyed it too. Who? Jenna Jameson. Because that's the only porn name I know.
Well, you don't have to do porn names at that point. If it's virtual reality, you can do any girl you want. Like.
B. Arthur.
Yeah, be Arthur. Why not? Thousands of them.
There was a sea of B. Arthurs and one Betty White. We had a mini Golden Girls.
Why
reunion.
one Betty White? Betty White seems like she'd be the one that'd be the more up for everything else.
It's virtual reality.
I guess.
Ronald Reagan, as far as I can see.
Sure.
Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton going at it like hardcore.
Of all the girls could have been naming off, go with Betty White and B. Arthur.
I was watching Golden Girls the other day. It just popped in my
Who
head.
doesn't watch Golden Girls?
And
That was a good show.
kids.
And Blanche and Rose and
There's a picture circulating around Facebook of all of them when they were younger, and all of them except for B. Arthur were fairly good.
I
looking,
remember when I was younger and I was watching Golden Girls, thinking I was probably the weirdest kid in the world, because for some reason I was watching Golden Girls and I was actually enjoying the show. But then I get older and it turns out everybody watched Golden Girls. Like it was like a thing, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't weird. I was just normal. Normal society. Well, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm going for a
Thanks for listening. We'll
Hey.
catch you guys
Fuck
next
I'm
time.
done. I'm done. Dude, actually
like-
closing. Fine, you fucking asshole. I will do the shittiest close I will ever do.
Was that shitty?
A little bit.
I thought it wasn't. I was actually trying. And then you're like, fuck it. And I'm like, oh, don't hurt my feelings or anything.
I'm an asshole.
No, that was a shitty close. Oh, fuck it. I'm an asshole.
I am.
Because I was trying hard.
I believe you not, sir. I believe you
I believe me so.